what's up? My name's Samuel Leeds. I'm a property investor, and in this video, I'm going to give you an overview about the property market, what's going on right now, and what's happened not only this year, but over the last few years, because the way to predict the future is always to look at the trends in the past to see what's happening. So right now, we are in a boom. There's a property boom going on. This is not just in the UK, by the way. This is happening generally across the world. I mean, I've got students in 42 different countries, and in a lot of different countries, there's booming. The governments are introducing people to spend more, and property prices are being pushed up. Now, in the UK, what's going on? What's happened? Well, I'm going to take you right back to 2016. 2016, in the month of June, was when Brexit was first announced that it was going to be happening. 52% of people in the UK ruled in favour of our country leaving the EU. So this happened in 2016. Now, some people were very happy, probably 52%. Some people were very sad, but everybody was confused. Nobody knew what was going to happen. No one knew exactly what the outcome of this was going to be. There was talk of a referendum, and whenever there's confusion, whenever there's uncertainty, it always affects house prices negatively. During all this confusion and this uncertainty, then we had 2017. So what happened in 2017? Well, it was not a great year for most property investors and most landlords. 2017, in the month of April, Section 24 was introduced and announced. April 2017. Section 24 was that nasty tax rule that really came in hard on a lot of landlords. And again, people were saying, I'm out, I don't want to invest in property anymore, and prices really were knocked by that. 2018, in fact, the whole of 2018 and the whole of 2019, during those 2 years, property prices didn't really move. I mean, generally speaking, property prices go up, but there was so much confusion, uncertainty, the government seemed to be attacking landlords, that prices really didn't move much. So according to Nationwide, property prices went up by around about 2%. That's not a lot. 2% the whole of 2018 and 2019. So over 24 months, house prices went up about 2%. That is not a lot at all. Then, that's those 4 years. So those 4 years, generally in the UK, house prices are pretty static, not really doing much. Then we have 2020. Now 2020, January the 31st, we actually left the EU. So Brexit happened, we left the EU. Now, whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing, what happened was, when we left, suddenly people are like, oh wow, there's no second referendum. We left. And a lot of confidence came back. And property prices started to begin to go back up in 2020. I don't know why I've just put 2021. 2020, property prices began to go back up. And at this point, January 2020, I was excited. I was saying, okay, this is good. Prices are going to go up. And then no one could have predicted, but sort of January, February time, that's when the virus happened. And in April, we went into a full lockdown in the UK. So let's just talk solely about 2020. I'm going to talk you through January right up until October, where we are right now. What's happened to house prices? What changes have come in? And then I'm going to predict what I think is going to happen over the coming months and years. I've written this down really clearly so you can see, and all these figures are according to Nationwide. They're a pretty big bank, and they know exactly what's going on with the house prices. Depending on what source you take the information from, prices might vary a little bit, but this is the gist, okay? So January, house prices, the average house in January 2020 was £215,000. Ready to boom. We're out of the EU now. Everything's good. We've had a slump for the last few years, ready to go up. And that's what started to happen. So February went up to 216. March went up to 219. And March was when coronavirus really started coming in. There was talks of lockdown, and people were thinking, is this really going to affect house prices? April, 222. So it's still going up. But then bang, suddenly, January, February, March, April, May, house prices drop. And at this point, everyone was saying, you know, they're going to crash. They're going to absolutely go down like crazy. Rents are going to crash. Get out, get out, get out. Now, I was a little bit hit actually, because in April, I put some properties on auction, and then May, properties are dropping. But at this point, everyone was very scared in May. June, they drop again. So now property prices do seem to be dropping. June they drop. And at this point, I did a video about this and I said, rents are going to go up. I said the government are going to encourage spending, and I actually predicted that yes, coronavirus was going to affect house prices, but what happened was they did encourage spending, and they brought in stamp duty holidays. They brought this in July. In July, they suddenly started to boom again. House prices suddenly started to go up, and we've seen that ever since. So July, they went up to 2020, and then August, they went up considerably. They went up the month of August to 224. And at this point, everyone's thinking, what's going to happen? You know, we're in a boom. Rents are going up. In fact, according to Rightmove, rents were up generally across the whole of the UK, apart from London. London rents are going down. But generally speaking, rents are going up. House prices are going up. September last month, 226. They've gone up again. How long is this going to keep happening? Well, with the stamp duty holiday that came in July, with the bounce back loans, with now October, what's going to happen? I think they're going to go up again in October. I think it's going to go up again in November. I mean, Boris Johnson's just announced that first-time buyers are going to have 95% funding towards their first house. So they're desperately trying to keep the property prices high. There is a boom right now. My prediction is that's going to keep happening for a little while, but like always, how to predict what's going to happen is after a downturn, we'll go an upturn. After an upturn, we'll go a downturn. So with all being said, my prediction is that 2021, we are going to see a housing crash. I've been talking about this now for a while. Again, I haven't got a crystal ball. I'd love to know what you think. Drop it in the comments. So what are the opportunities though? Because I don't want to just be a news reporter to you about what prices have done. What is actually going to happen? And also, how can you capitalize on what's going on? Well, commercial properties have been going down. Commercial prices have been falling. In fact, let me just read you an interesting stat. So bear in mind how much house prices residentially have been going up. We've got here, and this is according to Business News Wales, London commercial properties have dropped by 7% between January and September. In Edinburgh, they've fallen by 13%. In Bristol, they've fallen by 9%. And this is based on desk space, commercial. This is offices. So my prediction, I think that commercial properties are going to continue falling for the time being. I think residential properties are going to continue rising. In the right areas, I think residential properties are going to rise like crazy. So with that being said, what a lot of people are doing right now, and in fact what I'm doing myself right now, is buying commercial properties where the rents are falling, and if the rents are falling, the values are also falling because commercial properties are valued based on their rents. Residential properties are going up, so what a lot of developers are doing is buying commercial properties and converting them to residential properties. And in June the 30th, I believe it was when Boris Johnson did his build speech, where he said that there's going to be a lot of commercial properties where he's going to scrap having to get planning permission to turn a commercial property into a residential property. So there's mad opportunity and rents are going crazy. Who knows what the future holds? But I know that in a crisis is when most entrepreneurs make money. So that's a little report on what's happened over the last few years in property. Let me know what you think about what's going to happen over the next few years. Drop it in the comments below. If this video has been helpful, please do me a massive favor and smash the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe and turn the notification bell on, because I'm going to be doing a lot of videos like this coming up soon where you can maximize off of the property opportunities here in the UK and also overseas. So subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thanks for watching.